My brother and I grew up in the Chesapeake Bay watershed, and we've always wondered exactly what it was that makes this place so special. After creating a short film about the connectivity of this watershed, Fly Fishers International reached out and challenged us to take the journey further. Over 1,000 miles, 7 days, and one watershed. This is the Chesapeake Tales.
My name is Jonathan Bland. I grew up on the Chesapeake Bay. I'm a foreman for an environmental restoration company, and I'm hoping to become a Chesapeake Bay fishing guide. The striped bass is so special, and the striped bass is every man's fish. The striper angler that fishes up on the Susquehanna fishes so differently than a striper fisherman down on a grass flat. It's the same species of fish, but it just acts completely different depending on where you find them. And it's so cool that the same estuary, the Chesapeake Bay, can hold a striper that feeds like a bonefish and a striper that feeds like a largemouth bass, depending on where you find them. And I think they give these anglers in our region a little bit of something different, but it's the same species, so it kind of brings us all together as striper fishermen. I wish everyone knew the impact that they truly have on the Chesapeake Bay. I can see small impacts that neighborhoods, communities, or even households have on their local water quality. And it upsets me when I see people that have so much in their neighborhood or their backyard, yet they choose not to get involved, especially when there's a lot at stake. It's your water, it's my water, and it's our kids' water and future generations. And if we don't have good water quality, or if we don't manage species in a way that's going to provide for future generations, including our own generation, then we're losing a huge resource. And we're also losing the history and the culture and the pure entertainment and joy that we get from the Chesapeake Bay. I just wish that everyone kind of had that conscientious mindset that I'm walking on sacred ground. I'm walking on the Chesapeake Bay estuary. I'm walking, in the Chesapeake Bay watershed. And I really need to be conscientious of what impacts I'm having in my backyard. When I was a fly fishing guide out in Grand Teton National Park on the Snake River, I was catching these beautiful fine spot cutthroat trout and taking my guests out and enjoying, every trip and having these amazing experiences and a beautiful backdrop. But my heart was still in Maryland and on the Chesapeake Bay, spending my summers like I usually would, fishing for the diversity of life that we have, the crabs, the fish. I wanted to be chasing Spanish mackerel, I wanted to be catching red drum, I wanted to be going for rockfish, and I didn't have any of that out in Wyoming. It was at that point in my life, right out of college, that I realized I don't need to travel the world to find the most beautiful, picturesque area to live in or spend time in. It's right in my backyard, and I guess that's what the Chesapeake Bay means to me. It's home. It's where I belong.
From the quaint streams in central Pennsylvania and beyond, to the vast openness at the mouth of the bay, my brother and I found ourselves in awe at the variety of environments and species that all share the Chesapeake Bay watershed. As the 7th day came to a close and we prepared to pack up and head back into our day-to-day lives, we reflected on what we learned during our journey. What makes this watershed so special is not just the landscapes, environments, or even the fisheries, but perhaps most of all, it's the unique people that all call this place home.
Burn some of this excess